Give me 1 minute. Okay. So,
What verse you're looking for?
1 second. Give me a minute. My hands are so cold.
Oh, mashallah. Welcome, brother. Salam.
In fact, I'll take it direct from Hebrews 1, yeah?
So you're looking for what?
There's a verse from...
Can we agree that this title, which is the only true God, it only applies to the Father in the entire Bible? Nobody else has been granted this title other than the Father.
I would say... So what I would say... Bear with me 1 minute. So I want to get what I get so I get started.
And also note that the Father is... Jesus has acknowledged the Father as his God as well. If you look at John 20:17, when he says, I go to my Father and your Father, I go to my God and your God. So the same identity here, the Father, has been acknowledged as the God of Jesus. And then in John 17:3, he makes it even much more specific by saying he is the only true God. And it's not the Trinity. So he's advocating a unipersonal God, and that unipersonal God happens to be his God, whom he also addresses as a Father.
I don't have an issue with that because Jesus came in his human form. I would say, and I explained that.
But when you say he came in his human form, do you believe in the human form he knows who the only true God is?
Of course he would. Come on, that's a red herring.
No, it's not a red herring. It's the same thing. So do you know as a human being who's the only true God then? If Jesus knows it, do you know it?
Yeah, of course I do.
And who is that?
It's God the Father, God the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
There you go. So you differ from Jesus. My point exactly. That means you are contradicting the teaching of Jesus by saying this.
No.
Because Jesus acknowledges only the Father is the true God, only true God. You acknowledge all three.
If Jesus is saying true God,
only true God.
Right? Yeah.
Only true God. Yes.
We have to understand the way that it's used. My hands are so cold, I can't even find this thing. Give me a minute.
Wear your hat. Most of the heat escapes from the head. Remember that.
It is cold.
All right. So anyway, this is clear confirmation that the Trinitarians do differ from what Jesus had taught. Jesus' teaching is something that the Trinitarians do not take into practice. Because Jesus says the only true God is the Father. You say it's all three of them. Now, it's you versus Jesus. Doesn't matter. Even if he's in his human form, he knows God better than you and I. Yes? Because Jesus is the one who's chosen by God.
The issue you still got is the cases where they came to stone him for blasphemy. One is because, as he would say from an Islamic point of view, he committed shirk from John 8 verse 58. Yeah?
That's what they understood.
Yeah, because
it wasn't Jesus. Jesus wasn't committing any shirk. It is what the Jews understood. That's the reason they wanted to stone him.
I'm saying they picked up the stone to stone him because, as far as they were concerned, he'd made himself equal with the Father.
As far as they're concerned, which is exactly what I'm trying to say. But my point is this: here I'm using Jesus' words, not the words of the Pharisees. Okay, for me, Jesus' words are the ones which carry more weight.
But I have no issue.
You do, because you're teaching what you just said as the only true God is contrary to what Jesus said.
No.
You said the three, Jesus said only one, the Father is the only true God. You said all three are the one true God. So you're teaching, what you're advocating completely is contrary to what Jesus is teaching.
Big problem. I can't even get the verse.
You don't even know what he's asking.
Look who's talking.
No, because at the end of the day I'm searching for something else. I haven't been...
Why? Yeah, he wasn't it.
What did he ask? What did he ask?
I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking to him.
I know. He's pulling your leg, he's
No,
he's a cool guy, don't worry.
No, that's good.
No.
You see this guy, every time I come to talk to him...
Why he's giving a valid point?
No, I know. 1 second.
And he's never satisfied. He's come here 100 years. Every Christian that come here puts a question to him, and he's never satisfied.
There you go. So this verse.
What is this? Read it aloud.
Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever.
Okay.
The scepter of thy kingdom is the right scepter. Thou lovest righteousness and hated wickedness. Therefore, God, thy God, which means your God, have anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows.
Okay.
Now in the book of
Which,
Hebrews,
sorry, wait.
hang on a second.
No, before you go to the book of Hebrews, which
Yeah.
verse is that you read?
Psalm 45.
Psalms 45 what? Let's look it up in context.
45 verse 6 and verse 7.
Let's look at it in context. Sorry, 45
Oh, here you go.
verse what?
Here's the point to it. Look,
No, give me the verse number.
hang on a second. Let me explain this one bit and then you can go and then I'll be...
What do you mean I'll go? I just want to know the reference. That's all I want. Psalms
I'm
what?
going to, but you have to listen to whatever, what else I'm going to say and add to it.
I will
Can
listen.
you do that for 1 minute?
Yeah, I will. Just give me the reference. That's all.
Alright, so go to Psalms 45, 6 and 7.
45, 67. Okay, carry on now.
Okay, so the last bit now.
Wait. Oh, 6 and 7.
Psalms 45, verse 6 and 7. Yeah?
Okay, I'll start from 1.
So here the conclusion
Yeah.
in Hebrews. Hebrews 1, verse 1 to 2 and verse 8 says, God, who at sundry times and in diverse manner spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
Is that the Bible?
Yes, Hebrews 1, you can look it up. That's what I said I was going to get.
Carry on.
Okay, yeah. Has in these last days spoken to us by his Son, whom is appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. But unto the Son he said, thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. The scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy kingdom. That is taken from Psalm 45.
Okay, so what is the point you're trying to make by this? When he says here,
well,
for this reason...
So you're saying about true God, yeah.
For this reason, God, your God.
Yeah.
So who is the God and who is your God?
There's no issue with it.
No, I'm asking you, do you understand?